Fox 66 News is your local election headquarters. It's the Republicans' turn to make their case at the Republican National Convention. Washington correspondent Kelly Meyer caught up with the convention team as it puts the finishing touches on the plans.
We think it's going to be very engaging and entertaining.
RNC spokeswoman Liz Harrington says next week's convention will be uplifting, although much of it is still under wraps.
We're going to have surprises between 10 and 11 p.m. every single night.
Harrington did tell us the president will be nominated in a live roll call in Charlotte, North Carolina.
336 will be there in person. They do have the health protocols in place. Everyone's been tested before they got on a plane and went to Charlotte.
Harrington says to expect President Trump to be involved every night leading up to his speech at the White House.
I predict it's going to be one of the greatest speeches he's ever given.
Harrington says it will be similar to his State of the Union speech and his Mount Rushmore address for the 4th of July.
There will be some sort of fireworks, figuratively and literally.
The RNC follows this week's Democratic National Convention, which one Democratic lawmaker I spoke to says is a tough act to follow.
This was the best convention of all time.
North Carolina Democrat G.K. Butterfield says the Republicans have their work cut out for them.
I'm confident that the Democratic message will be far superior from the Republican message that we will hear next week.
Counselor to the president Kellyanne Conway called the Democrats' convention a missed opportunity.
The two most popular words at the Democratic convention were not Joe Biden or economic revival, they were Donald Trump.
The Republican convention gavels in Monday in Charlotte. Reporting in Washington, I'm Kelly Meyer.
For all your election news anytime, you can go to our website, yourerie.com. Protesters clashing with police in Denver Saturday night. Officers arresting at least 8 people as demonstrators gathered around the city's police department headquarters. The crowd showing their disapproval of city officials refusing demands to abolish the Denver PD. Protesters seen throwing fireworks at officers, leading police to use tear gas to disperse the crowds. Demonstrators also setting small fires and breaking windows as crowds moved down the street. Reports show no police officers suffered injuries. And we want to remind you that's why all next week our sister station Jet 24 presents a special series of conversations with community leaders on the racial divide in our own community. Each night at 6 we'll feature a special report, and then on Thursday at 5:30 p.m. we'll have a live in-studio conversation with Erie leaders from all walks of life. Join us for Finding Hope Together next week on Jet 24 Action News. More than 250 firefighters have been battling a warehouse fire in Philadelphia. Now, the fire started in the early morning hours Sunday. The warehouse complex is a set of closely connected buildings. Now, the fire commissioner said the 6-alarm fire is the city's largest since early 2016. At least one firefighter was hurt Sunday. Fire crews will be staying on site for several days to put out hot spots while investigators try to figure out what started the fire. And fire crews in California running on fumes as they've battled nearly 600 fires across the state since last week. And weather conditions in the forecast could make things more difficult. Hundreds of wildfires burning nearly 1 million acres across California. Firefighters in the northern part of the state getting a little bit of a break from the weather overnight, but it's not expected to last long as high winds and thunderstorms are forecast for Sunday, which could fan the flames of these massive fires.
We're up here trying to identify any hot spots that we can see and that we can safely reach, and just do our best that we can do to keep the homes preserved in the area.
And President Trump has approved a major disaster declaration to help those impacted. A hurricane and a tropical storm are barreling towards the Gulf Coast, all within 48 hours of each other. Now, this comes on the same week Louisiana is set to mark the somber 15-year anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. And as Britt Conway reports, this is a rare weather event and residents are not taking any chances.
A 1-2 punch, the Gulf Coast bracing for 2 storms. All that constant rain raising concerns for coastal flooding, storm surge, and isolated tornadoes.
The first 72 hours is on you, and that is because the second storm comes in so close that there may not be much of a window when we can fly search and rescue helicopters.
The growing threat has residents stocking up, preparing for power outages and evacuations.
They need to make sure, like the governor said, that they're taking action now. That window is closing quickly.
Hurricane Marco will be the first to make landfall. Forecasters say it's expected to hit Louisiana by Monday, and authorities are gearing up. Sandbags and generators are being delivered across the state, and nearly 200 floodgates are closed. And the pandemic isn't making it any easier.
Because of safety concerns associated with the pandemic, congregate sheltering will be a last resort for people who need to evacuate.
Meanwhile, 48 hours later, Tropical Storm Laura is also expected to strengthen to a hurricane and make landfall in Louisiana on Wednesday.
It is possible that there could be some spots within the state that will be measuring rainfall in 1 to 2 feet instead of in just inches.
Forecasters say 2 storms hitting the Gulf Coast is a rare occurrence. It's only happened twice in recorded history, once in 1933 and then again in 1959. Britt Conway, Fox 66 News.
And we will be bringing